Hey, what's up, guys? It's Majin Slayer here, and today I wanted to go ahead and feature a Dueling Book replay from the DCS tournament that's occurring over the weekend. This is a Swiss match, and it's going to be featuring Phantom Knights, and I figured that I haven't really gotten any Fam Night footage from online tournaments in quite a while, especially ever since I haven't done my Beating the Meta series in quite a bit. So I just figured this was a good time to go over some replays from over the weekend, especially with it being a very competitive tournament. So we're gonna go ahead and see You Broke My Heart here, going up against Paulo. You guys might know of him. He tends to enjoy playing the Melffy Brigade deck, and you guys probably are familiar with You Broke My Heart from my YouTube channel. I think I've gone over a replay or two of his, I think in the past 2 weeks or so. We're gonna go and see Paulo win the RPS here. Opening hands are going to be Ragged Gloves, Living Fossil, Danger Snake, Silent Boots, and Droll. And then for Pollard, you're going to see Tri Brigade Kit, Obedience School, Nibiru, Tenki, and Tri Brigade Fractal. So they both open up one going second card. And we're going to go ahead and see I'll start off with Obedience School. Go ahead, bring out the Kit, bring out the Melffy Puppy, bring out the Mystical Beast. Go ahead, go for the Farigite. Go ahead, dump the Nerval, search out the Kit. Go ahead, activate Droll on Res. Go ahead, Farigite effect, bring out the Kit, then Kit effect to special summon. So that goes for the Bear Broom here. Go ahead, overlay those two into the Joyous Melffys. Target one beast, returning gets summon up to 2. Okay, so he probably wants to quick effect, bring back the Melffy Puppy, and then use it to like bounce something during You Broke My Heart turn. But for turn, they're gonna go ahead and top deck into an Ash Blossom. Damn, that would have been really good. Last turn. Gonna normal summon out Ragged Gloves. Then you're gonna go ahead and use the XCs, tag out for the Melffy Puppy and the Calentosa. Go ahead and try to pop the Ragged Gloves. Go ahead, searches out the Cuirass, sorry. Then Ragged Gloves. Go ahead, dump Ancient Cloak, search out the Shade Brigade. Shade Brigade, go ahead, bring itself out. Then Melffy Puppy on summon. Go ahead, use this effect to try to return to the hand and special summon. You're going to chain Ash Blossom there. Special summon out the boots. Reveal Dangerous Snake in hand. Bring itself out. Turn those two into the Cherubini. And you're going to go ahead and Nibiru on that summon. They always want to see the Xyz they brought back. Then they want to go ahead and use the Bear Broom effect to go ahead and add the Revolt. Because that draws into the Obedience School, puts it back. Go ahead, Living Fossil. Bring out the Snake. Turn the token into the Link Spider. Go ahead, go for the Vertanaconda. Vertanaconda effect, pay 2k. Time for the Denier Malicious package. Alright. Goes ahead and use Boots effect, search out a Pogblade. Go ahead, Phoenix Enforcer effect, and Vertanaconda. And pass his turn. Spends with a Pogblade for interruption as well as an art targeting pop. Not bad. I'm going to have another nib in hand. Did they draw into the nib or did they yeah, they drew into the nib. They shuffled immediately, that's why I wasn't sure and wasn't paying attention to that draw. But on some they're gonna get and use Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. That's fair, because if they don't, they just turn this into a kit and it'll play around the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer the entire time because you can just go into an Almirage and extend past it. Go ahead, dump Nerval. Go ahead, add the Fractal Cuirass effect. Go ahead, discard Fractal, and Cuirass effect. Go ahead and banish. Yeah, you definitely want to Pogblade this. Go ahead, set the Revolt pass. Go ahead, bring out the DPE. Then Malicious effect. Go ahead, bring itself out. Turn the Malicious and the Verte into the Rusty Bardiche. Go ahead, Revolt on that summon. Go ahead, turn those into the Omen. Gonna chain Droplet. Big top deck. To be fair, you drew into another Nibiru, and you just drew into a fucking Veiler now for interruption. So it all evens out. Then go ahead, dump Ancient Cloak with Rusty, set Pogblade. Interesting that he didn't decide to Veiler that, even though he just drew into that. Huh. The normal summon out Torn Skills, Denier, bring itself out. Denier effect, put back the Malicious. Overlay those into the Sea Dragon. Then Malicious, then Strike Phoenix Enforcer effect. Gonna go and chain Veiler right there. Then Omen effect, go ahead, add DD Crow. Go ahead, Malicious effect, bring out Malicious. Yeah, they just do that because they don't want to top deck into it. It goes ahead and top decks into a Pot of Prosperity. Normal summon out Fractal effect. Go ahead, chain Pogblade to that. Then Prosperity. Go ahead and Excavate. They're just gonna go ahead and admit defeat right there. Yeah, he has really strong follow-up with the Pogblade, the Rusty, Torn Scales, all in Graveyard. Then we're gonna go into game 2. Opening hands are gonna be Pot of Prosperity, Dark Ruler No More, Ash Blossom, E-Telly, Red Reboot. So these 2 going second cards. This is the same opening Cody just had that I just did commentary over that replay. It's kind of funny. And then for Paulo, we have Pot of Prosperity, Calantosa, Nerval, Dimensional Barrier, Ash Blossom. Interesting that he would decide to side ascend against Phantom Knights. I mean, yeah, you stopped the Fusion Destiny, right? But really, Phantom Knights are like mostly link focused. Like, you might see some players opt for more Xyz monsters like Rhapsody, Berserk, Evil Swarm Nightmare, Redoer. But for the most part, people like to play quite a bit of links. So we'll see how it ends up working out. Go ahead, Prosperity here. Go ahead. Chain Ash Blossom, Gamma Me. Yeah, it would be pretty punishing, but you kind of always have to consider ashing Prosperity in games 2 and 3 because it'll just let your opponent just see so much of their side deck hate. Or potentially, I should say. Then turn the Nerval into Almirage and then Nerval effect. Go ahead, add Cuirass. Cuirass effect, discarding the Calantosa. Then Cuirass effect, banish for 2. Turn those into the Bear Broom. Go ahead, turn those 2 into the Farigite. Bear Broom effect, go ahead, add Revolt. Put back the, they put back in? They put back the Ash Blossom. Yep. Then top decks into a Torn Scales. Okay, that's really good. Go ahead, Pot of Prosperity for 3. Goes ahead, add the Ancient Cloak. Put back the Droplet, put back the Ash Blossom. Normal summons out Torn Scales. Torn Scales effect, discard Ancient Cloak for cost. Maybe it would have been fair to like try to revolt this because yeah, it could be considered high bomb, but I mean, you're putting them on either having an E-Telly and a combination of like a danger as well in hand, because a lot of the Phantom Knight extenders, like the Psychics, the Kabuki Knights, they kind of require you to have like a level 3 monster, so why not? I think it's fair to like shotgun this, especially to not play into Silent Boots special summon as well. You're gonna go and just dump the Ragged Gloves and Cloak effect to add the Silent Boots, then Psychic to bring itself out. Turn those two into Cherubini. Cherubini to dump the Edgem Sabers. Glove, seg itself out for a Pog Blade. Then go ahead, Torn Scales, revive itself, so summon out Boots. Overlay those into the Levier. Then go ahead, Levier, bring back out Ancient Cloak. Then Pog Blade, revive back out the Torn Scales, Ancient Cloak, and Torn Scales into the Isold. Isold effect to add. Go to add a Torn Scales for follow up. Then Isold effect to dump one. Special summon out the Renaud. Renaud effect. Go ahead, bring out the Living Fossil. Because that puts back. They put back again the Dark Ruler no more. Yep. Go ahead, summon out the second wielder with the Living Fossil. I'm gonna turn the Isold and Cherubini into the Appaloosa. Turn the Levier, the Renaud, into the Dagda. Overlay, go into Break Sword. Then Dagda attack into the Amaraj. Amaraj to prevent the monster from being destroyed by card effects. Then try to attack with the Break Sword Appaloosa, Chain Red Reboot. Go ahead, set the Imperial Order. An Appaloosa attack. And Break Sword effect. And Chain Dagda. Target the Revolt. Set the Lancia. Break Sword effect to pop the Revolt. Bring back 2. Go ahead, turn those into the Verti Anaconda. Verti Anaconda effect. Go ahead, dump Fusion Destiny. Dump the bricks. Go ahead, pop the Verti Anaconda. And the set. And we're going to go ahead and see You Break My Heart win this duel. 2-0. Damn. That was a fairly interesting game too. I feel like I think like Paulo just didn't end up using D barrier. I think he wanted to save it for like a hard open Fusion Destiny or possibly a yeah, hard open Fusion Destiny, or wait until he committed to the Verte so he didn't shotgun the dimensional barrier right away. And then I kind of feel like he held on to like the Revolt too long, but in this matchup, the Fan Knight player had the red reboot anyway, so it didn't really matter. But it's worth noting that I think turning off the first normal summon of Phantom Knights, like the Torn Scales, any normal summon of Phantom Knights, you generally safe to like shotgun some kind of interruption, whether it be like a Revolt, the DP to pop itself, and the normal summon. I think it's definitely worth it. One of the few decent choke points of the deck. But that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this duel. Remember to go and check out the July_TCG Discord server. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Peace.